Hi, AJ Hartley here, novelist, Shakespeare professor, fan of lots of stuff, including a band called Forget-Me-Nots, which I got into from their 2020 hit, Beautiful. Good, right? They've been around a dozen years or so, but as a sort of pop/emo punk band, which is not that large a genre in Japan, they don't have that much of a footprint. Let's talk a little bit about what punk is, particularly Japanese punk. And there's nowhere better to start than 1987. And as you can hear, they're a frenetic, open-hearted, full-throated, unironic punk band. Shades of sort of 2000s era, Fall Out Boy, the less jokey Blink-182 kind of sound. Not as politically inflected as acts like Green Day, but with this sort of really sincere, intense, honest kind of frame. They're a three-piece band. Bass player is Yasunori Ichitsubo, guitarist is Chie Takahashi, and the drummer is Takayuki Abe. And they all sing. They have a fairly tight range of sounds, all relying on voices, guitar, bass, and drums. Songs that they can deliver as a three-piece live.
Emotions were falling out. The melody and the beat take my soul and body. Only just wonder the time to hear me sing a song for you with all my heart.
But all of them have a kind of sincere, no-holds-barred approach in both emotional content and delivery.
Forget all the fun times as much as we can. You're on your own now. You can't take back what you left, so let up your head and move on.
Their relationship and attitude-driven songs, generally earnest and upbeat, all in English, and mostly good, well-pronounced, occasionally slightly non-traditional phrasing, but clear, easy to understand. And you get this sense of positivity, and there's a focus on inner strength, individuality, and being true to yourself in spite of social pressures to conform. And this is something that will be familiar to fans of other Japanese bands like Baby Metal, and particularly those, or Atarashi Gakko for that matter, or even Polka Dot Stingray, bands that are placed sort of on the edge of the cultural mainstream a little bit. Indeed, some of their sentiments might be comparable to anime themes, though here I think the sound is both more personal and less polished, and those two things go together, so that they feel more organic, more intense, more honest. As I say, all three members of the band sing. So there's a surprisingly rich vocal texture, which depends on the harmonizing of the male and female vocal together. They also take turns with songs in which the male vocal will take the lead and sometimes the female vocal takes the lead, and sometimes they will trade off in the course of the song, creating a kind of dialogic perspective, which is a lot less contrived than most duets, as for example in the emotionally stirring and resonant Cat and Myself. Their songs, as I say, lend themselves to live performance, which so far, I've never seen them live, but so far as I can tell from video, they have a really kind of intense, crowd-friendly, interactive show, which is really stripped down and kind of rough in a good way, in a cool way. As I said, they're called Forget Me and Not. I don't know what that means, other than it's a pun, obviously, on the Forget-Me-Not flower, whose name hints at love, longing, regret, anguish. Right? As I say, it's very emo. The use of the number 4 in place of the 4 F-O-R, Forget-Me-Not, the Forget-Me-Not, may suggest an even deeper kind of intensity, since, as baby metal fans will know, the number 4, she is associated with death and bad fortune in Japanese. Is that relevant? Maybe? I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that this is a band you need to get on your radar. Even if it's not the kind of music you would normally listen to, I strongly recommend it.
本当にありがとう。みんながいるおかげです。またこういうツアーが回れることが嬉しい。本当に嬉しい。本当に今日はありがとうございました。ラストスタートオーバー。
And that's all I'm going to say. As ever, please like, comment, subscribe. I now have a little merchandise store. I'll put a link to that. Check out my Patreon page, buy a book, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.